doing good if I brought a battery that were charged. So this gate behind me has been needing a latch pending for about 4 years. So I finally got around to doing it. It's a bit of a bugger, this gate. This is where my sheep come up, to my sheep pen that's down there. So you come from up here, down and through. Now that's why there's a bar here, because you'd always have it set like that with the bar holding it. But on even a light windy day, if it's just a light wind, the gate will slowly shut. So I've put bar down, and when I'm bringing my sheep down, sometimes in the winter or doing something, they can knock that coming round into here. You know, just trip over it. You know, falls down, and then the gate slows bring down, and then we're up there. Me and Ruby are up there trying to bring sheep down, and then I have to walk down, open it back up, and then try again. So hopefully I don't have to do that anymore, and Ruby will stop shouting at me. But this was me backup latch if that didn't work, because I always like a plan B, but that was just me backup one in case something that didn't just line up right. And as you can see, that's a new bolt, but that, you know, just as good as new, that is. Oh, hello down there. So this is my next job, which I've got planned since it's April. Last year I grew a few, just in a pot, a few potatoes. Just what we had left over, since we buy them locally, and they were born, well, they weren't born, but we bought them, my mum bought them in a bag off a local farm, and anyway, they've seeded. By the time she got to the bottom of the bag, they'd seeded, so I said I'd plant them last year, and this is what I got. I got all these potatoes here. We didn't eat or anything. I thought I'll keep them and then plant them again this time and see how we go on with it this year. So I'll need to get some more. What I use is my barrels for me wood, them blue barrels. I use some of them that we've got knocking about, so I plant them in that with a bit of soil. So we're going to just do a bit of that, bit of gardening. Bon appetit. Job done. The reason that I've cut 2 more is the fact that the ones that I used last year, I've used them somewhere else. The empty tubs, I've put them as me wood barrel lids, and of course I've used them as that, and I could reuse them, but I've sealed with sealant, silicone sealant. I've sealed the holes up where I drill, which I'll have to do with them, is for drainage, so they don't just fill up with water. There we go, some drainage. So what I'm going to do is take this back and pick through what is any good. Like, you don't want any stones in it or twigs or out like that. So it's a bit rough, this stuff, but I used it last year and it worked, so can't be too picky. I mean, it's not the best compost in the world, but it'll do the job. So I've got one there that's left over from last year that I haven't, that's still being used, so I can use it again. So we've got 3. I think we've filled it in enough now. It's a fair depth. I've got me spuds. I'm just going to plonk a few in. So here we are, my first one done. Whether if spaced out correctly. That's why I've put some small ones in at the side, because they're quite small, so I'll just see what happens. But last year I think I filled them a bit fuller, but this year I've got 3 barrels. I can get another one if I need to. So they just want filling full of dirt now, just to cover them up at the top for hide them from sunlight, but I'll do that. And I've got a few left in me box. Last year I didn't think I put enough soil on the top of them when I was covering them back up, because they started poking through. The potatoes did. So this year I've added a bit more, because it didn't do them any good having them sticking out at the top. So we'll see how they go on, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everyone.